Welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Tennessee's offense will be first on the attack. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Man, let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new...
Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it.
Just plowing ahead. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Gonna look downfield again. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So Louisville's offense will have its first possession of the game. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be, and now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Wide receiver going in motion. Flushed out of the pocket. Got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They want to throw it. Gets rid of it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
A really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field. You spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry up. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the balls are flying down the field.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense...
There he goes. He stopped him, forced out of bounds, just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to fire. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And the defense getting in the backfield quick, fast, and in a hurry. There was nowhere to run with that football. Nice penetration by this defensive line.
Yeah, and a nice job, too, of not getting out of their lanes, right? When you're on offense, you're running a draw. You're trying to make it look like pass. Getting those big fellas up front defensively, trying to salivate and get the QB, but they weren't fooled. Everybody stayed in their gap, and that's why they shut that play down.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. He's loose down the left side. He's at the touchdown Cardinals. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. Looking deep. Pulls it in on the right. Open spaces. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That lose.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the team because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first.
Tennessee.
Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Leaves it with the running back. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Cardinals have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ford. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. And they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss. And he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw if guys are open.
Turning it on! And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively.
There he goes to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Touchdown ball! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You cannot say enough about this quarterback's toughness on that one. Staring downfield, knowing he's going to get absolutely blasted by the defender, and still somehow able to deliver an accurate throw way down the field. It just does not get any better than that from the quarterback position.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left, because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. keeps it and gets the first down. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Rushes on him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how?
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Going right to work up top. Throws to the back. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball, make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Our coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to the ground game on the left. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Cardinals! And that one will give him the lead.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
On the from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. To the air on second down. Fires to the big foul. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They feed him again. Brings him to the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've been giving up sack after sack after sack in this game.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll cut the lead to 28-27.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree. It'll go his way. Back to pass. Under fire. And a deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quit but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously.
Touchdown Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Hard running there. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they
The Vols send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting.
He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisville! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the grab on the left. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to...
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll try the run. Picks up the first down. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. On the run, fires downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Punch it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exact.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And he's got that Bayou speed, like I run Bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Larson. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. That's got it. Touchdown Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Tennessee, 41.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Starts at drive, trying to go up top. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
This time he's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know Mr. Pullman.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven.
Breaks into the open. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're good.
Touchdown, Louisville! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. The Vols come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. They send the tight end in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. A little screen to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He smashes his way through again. Nice just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on first down. And that play just never got started as he's right out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.